タジオファンク。
And to fast forward to modern day, I know you got new music, and I've been playing your new release a lot, Internal Dialogue and Early Mornings. Yeah, great 7-inch, man. Great 7-inch.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy with how that turned out. Big up to my man, High Grade 1. He's the one who did the cover art and label designs.
Nice, man.
For me on that. And I think this 7-inch is pretty much entirely me. I think I did both of these tracks entirely by myself.
Nice.
As with a lot of the stuff that I'm working on, is pretty much a solo thing. I might have a couple friends come over and do some things here and there, but yeah, for the most part, it's just me.
Right. So your new album potentially, obviously not to give too much away, because you're still working on it, but potentially this new album is more instrumental, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Nice.
And I kind of wanted that for a while. I've always wanted to be, I always wanted to do an entirely instrumental record, just to show more of myself.
Yeah. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, really looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be an anticipated album, a bit like your other album, actually, Blasting Off. I never forget that day when I think people online were getting hype on that one, and some good tracks on there, and I look forward to your full album coming out.
Me too, man. I'm looking forward to it. I don't even know what I'm going to put on there, what I'm going to do. It's going to be a surprise to me just as much as it is to you, because like, okay, wait, I have some tracks. I mean, to be honest with you, I could probably like put up like 9 or 10 joints right now and say it's done, but I'm going to go through each one and maybe even make some more stuff, especially now that I have Serato Studio under my belt. I could make some stuff in there, and then I could spread it around and make things in different systems, in different ecosystems. I could even pull up my iPad and use that for something, which I wanted to do. I wanted to do a whole project with me just doing stuff on my iPad, which I'm gonna do. That's still in the plans. That's still in the plans. Yeah, but having all these different tools at my disposal and learning how to use them will, I think, really help me, keep things interesting.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
and I think that's a nice little kind of like different angle at it, of being like,
exactly.
You'll be like, I made this music, but actually I put myself to work in a particular way, and this is the result of it. I think I do recall quite a while back, I think Madlib did something similar to this.
Yeah, and I remember that, and people were so all up in arms about it at the time, and I was just laughing like, yo, you guys are so late. I've been making music on iPad since like 2014. Come on.
Yeah, because I think everyone was a bit like, oh, that's not production, or that's not that.
Why isn't it? It's music, right?
Exactly. And
it's
the thing is, if
people get so hung up on these, oh, you got to use an SP1200, or you got to use this, just use what you got and make some dope stuff. It doesn't matter what you got.
Definitely.
Because I could pull up something. I could sit here on my iPhone and tap out on Koala Sampler and make some stuff. Come on, man.
Yeah, because the thing is it makes me think that if it wasn't communicated that it was made on an iPad,
nobody would have said anything.
No one's exactly. So it's just about, because that iPad at the time, because I think, because this was quite a while back when Madlib did this thing.
The record with Freddie Gibbs, right?
Yeah. So I think people are just too sensitive,
They're too sensitive, and a lot of people are really, really closed-minded, if I may say so myself. It's like we have so many different things at our disposal that Madlib and Pete Rock and those guys probably would have loved to have had back in the 90s. And it's just hilarious to me to see people over romanticizing pieces of gear. It's crazy. I mean, but I get it in a way. I mean, because the SP1200 does have like a specific thing to it, as does something like what I use, the MPC 3000. But at the end of the day, a lot of these cats are just recording it in Ableton, or you're just dumping it in Logic. I mean, why does it matter? I don't know. I look at it like this. Whatever you make music on, As long as it's good, it shouldn't matter. And at the end of the day, a lot of us are just dumping it into a digital audio workstation anyway.
Exactly.
Let me emphasize, digital audio workstation anyway. Don't people go, oh, it's got the analog, this analog. No. I use both. I use the best of both worlds, and I think that's a part of my sound. You know, I don't forsake one thing for another thing. I like to use everything in conjunction with each other, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the best approach to it, really, as well, because then you can definitely tell that's a good approach because it comes out as a result of your music, you know.
Exactly. You don't feel like you missed anything, and you have so many different colors and sounds because of you not being stuck on doing one thing. You don't want your record to sound like you're stuck on one thing, you know. You might have one particular style or sound, but you move around within those parameters. You know, you don't duplicate yourself track after track after track. You know.
Yeah, and allows you to grow as an artist as well. Yeah,
yep,
definitely.